Hey guys, Broken Prophet here for just another Q&A episode of Hoodoo Unleashed. And this is not a replacement for this video. I will be releasing another video tomorrow. I'm probably going live. Tomorrow's video will be on spiritual protection because a lot of you have asked me about that. So I will deliver this video to you. Well, it's actually today because it's 2 a.m. here right now. Tomorrow's video on spiritual protection, and we'll be continuing in the Bible, and it will be titled The Sermon to the Snake. And we'll be talking about spiritual protection, whether or not you actually need it, and how to tackle some internal fears. But in the meantime, since I'm up, I do have long days. And since I'm up, I felt led to, go down the comment section again and answer a few questions that you guys are asking me. And it is right before my bedtime. I normally don't go to bed until like 3. That's why I tell you guys don't text me after 2 o'clock. Although a lot of you tried that buzzer beater, because I got a couple of text messages like 2:06 and 2:10. It's 2:18 now. I'll respond to you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I do have these very, very long days. I'm generally up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And you see I'm still up. And, a good friend of mine was telling me how she saw that I have bags under my eyes now. And that's because, guys, I do this alone. I don't have an assistant or a secretary. So when you text me or email me and you get a response, it's coming from me. Okay. So cut me just a little bit of slack if it takes me a little bit of time to get back to you, because my phone, it's been buzzing a lot lately. All right. And in between responding and answering your questions and getting back to you and listening to you, I do field a lot of calls. And I want to make sure everybody has a chance. Some of you just like to vent and, just get another perspective. And I'll try to be there for you, because that's what I do this for, to actually help people out. But I appreciate everybody that contacts me, that watches my videos, because a lot of people know, my close friends know I hate doing videos. And I know some of you are like, well, if you hate doing them, why do you do them? Because a lot of you are being led astray. And I see what pops up first in the Google rankings, and it's complete and utter bullshit when it comes to hoodoo and Southern spirituality. And so, I'd rather put something legitimate out for you, so you guys will stop buying all these pretty pink candles, calling forth in tranquil spirits, and playing around with Santa Muerte and all kinds of craziness and all this other stuff that gets done in the name of hoodoo. And so that's why I do it, and I enjoy it. This is as much, y'all help me out as much as y'all say I help y'all out, because I tell you, sometimes getting on here and talking shit with you guys, it's like, what's the big word for the day? It's cathartic, you know. So I enjoy it. But anyway, let's get down to answering some of these questions here in the comment section. The first one, and this one is, I guess, is a question about the honey slash sweetening jar. And Sunrising Aqua, you ask, can we do this for a job? X sweetening up a boss. I guess that's for job example. Sweetening up a boss. You can definitely do that. One suggestion that I would have for you would be, if you're trying to sweeten up a boss, you can put a petition paper in there and it'll work just fine. But if you have something personal, of them, it could be a memo that they signed and you've got their signature, or just a letterhead with their name on it. Something official. Just tear that or fold it up really tight and put it in your jar, and that'll help. All right, try that out. If you have any questions, then feel free. What I'm going to do is, on my channel, I'm going to put so I don't have to keep typing this shit out for every video. What I'm going to do is just on the info section for this channel. All right. And, speaking of which, just crested 10,000 views. Thank you all. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Jackie Negron, what a wonderful video. A friend showed me your channel. I'm so grateful. Oh, I commented. Jackie, thank you for watching, and I'm grateful for your friend for sharing this channel. Seaside Dreams, very interesting and something I never would have thought of, let alone consider, but it makes a great deal of sense. Well, I'm glad I'm making sense to somebody out there. Deborah Palmer, you were commenting about me saying that you could take that female candle and light her ass up. Yes, you can, definitely. Do it. Let me know how that works for you and if you need any tips, all right? Lynn Fowler, do you have to use the additional ingredients? Can I use the sugar, water, and cinnamon powder? I really miss my girlfriend, Lynn. I'm sorry you're going through that. Like I said, this National Breakup Day was like November the 14th. All right. You know what? You can get excellent results with that. I always tell you guys, work with what you have. I much rather, because when we're working with a sweetening jar, which a lot of you are like, texting and emailing me, and you guys are still using honey, and then you're wondering why you're not getting the results you want. I'm not saying that honey won't work, but it works so freaking slow that you two will have forgotten each other by the time you start having nice thoughts again. So yes, definitely you can use the sugar water and cinnamon powder. Because and the petition paper, make sure you put that in there. If you've got something personal of your girlfriend, like a little bit of hair from a brush she left around the house, a scrap of cloth from a sock, anything, you can put it in there also. Work with what you have. If you don't have that, then use a picture or just a petition paper. Make sure you have that sugar water. And cinnamon will help to speed things up and make sure that you work that jar constantly, okay? And just keep shaking it until you get the desired results. All right. Now, a sweetening jar does not work for every occasion. I want to put that out there. A lot of you are using it for a breakup. The purpose of a sweetening jar is to it calms hurt feelings. We say when someone isn't talking to us or when we're in an argument, things have gone sour. Well, the purpose of a sweetening jar is to counteract that. Okay. It kind of makes it makes people friendlier, nicer again. It's not going to make them come back to you, but it will make them nice, possibly to the point where they're hearing what you got to say, or they'll respond to your text messages, or they'll pick up the phone. But you've still got to correct whatever was going wrong with the problem, with the relationship. Okay. JJ Fields, let me tell you something. I'll probably have to do a Q&A video just to answer all your questions, because you post a lot of questions and comments, and I love that. I'm not getting on to you. I love that. I really respect your quest for knowledge. All right. Text me or email me. I think I told you that one time before, and if you have, let me know that that's you that I've been conversing with. Amazing from Miss Virginia Valdez. Hi, Virginia. Sharina, I hope I'm saying that right. Enigmatic Lee, just found your channel. I'm happy you found it. Again, from Miss JJ Fields, she's asking a question about mojo bags. She wants to know if mojo bags protect against evil. Mojo bags are a very specific type of thing. So a money drawing mojo bag will draw money. A luck drawing will increase your luck. A love drawing will bring love to you. So a protection mojo bag will protect you from evil. Yes. And she asked, do you steadily feed it liquor? Not steadily. When you construct a mojo bag, it is customary to feed it. And by feeding it, put a few drops of whiskey on it, especially one that contains High John. Now, here's the thing about that. All right. A mojo bag becomes like a spiritually living thing. And the alcohol, feeding it helps to quicken the spirit. And by quicken, I mean awaken, energize, and enliven. When working with the spirit, okay, and here's a little tip for you guys. You don't spoil your spirits. Spirits can at times, not all, but some can at times be like kids, and you don't want to spoil your kid. If you're always feeding it and overfeeding it, okay, there's no incentive for them to work. So sometimes when dealing with spirits, I will give them a little taste, all right, and I'll say, well, if you want something bigger, this is what I need. It becomes give and take. You kind of make them work for what they want. All right. Fine Wine says, thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you for watching. Coco, I sent you my text line number. That's what you asked for. DM Williams, two smiley faces with the hearts and the big A-OK. Thank you for watching, sweetie. And I will go live tomorrow. Let's see here. Che Eason. And I'm not skipping over you, Natalia Naeem. You just said you like the way I'm giving this information out, and I like giving it. Thank you for watching. Che Eason wants to know if she can use Damiana capsules. You can most definitely use Damiana capsules. Guys, I don't want you to get hung up on just trying to mimic exactly what I have in front of me, because chances are I just grabbed whatever was available or what was cheapest. If I need to use Damiana and I've got Damiana leaf, I'll use it. If I've got Damiana in a tea, I'll use it. If I've got Damiana capsules, I'll use it. All right. Just like I had someone ask me about cinnamon. You know, they want to know if you can use cinnamon powder or the cinnamon chips. Either one, cinnamon. Guys, don't overcomplicate this and don't overthink it. All right. Just use what you have. And licorice root, or just like licorice. No, not licorice candy. Licorice root. All right. JJ Fields, again, I love you. You want to know where to get red brick dust from. JJ, I'm glad you asked this, because I see a lot of you, and I know a lot of you are Googling, and you watch the Skeleton Key, and they're using red brick dust, and you want to know where to get it. So you go on Etsy and eBay, and there are people selling you these little packets of it for like $5, $10. It boggles the mind, okay? Because you're paying $5 to $10 for it, plus another $3, $4 in shipping. Look, go down to your local hardware store, and you can get a brick for like 50 cents. Buy you a brick, go to the dollar store, get you a hammer, pound the shit out of it. You got enough red brick dust to last you a lifetime. Tracy Joseph, you need some work done. Hit me on my text or email, papa_lou@outlook.com. That's PAPA, the little underscore, LOU @outlook.com. Some of you are sending me emails and not coming to me because you're putting a dash. It's not a dash, it's an underscore. Black Charm, love the name. You binge watching my videos. You know, that always makes me blush a little bit when you guys tell me you binge watch my videos. I thank y'all for watching me rant. All right, Celestial wants to know, with the cut and clear, do you leave the scissors in the ground? No, I usually, I think I commented, but if anybody else missed it, I leave them in the ground overnight, then I pull them out. I'm not going to waste a good pair of scissors on somebody I'm trying to get rid of. All right. But once I pull them out of the ground, I rinse them off, I dry them so they don't rust, and they're good to go. And if you live in a high-rise apartment, then you can use a potted plant. All right. You can definitely use a potted plant. Any work that I give you that involves leaving something in the ground, you can mostly you can substitute a potted plant, okay? Mostly. Now, if it comes to discarding, ritualized items, then no, you got to take your ass outside. Now, here's a good question, also from Celestial. Celestial was speaking, I guess, of the ancestor altars I was talking about in a previous video. And the question is, the only picture I have of the only picture I have of my grandma is the one with me and my brother in it. I heard that nobody living should be in the picture on your ancestor altar, and should I cut our picture out? That is the general rule of thumb. You don't want to put the living on the altar for the dead. Now, I will put it up there on occasion, temporarily, if that person is someone that I want my ancestors to help or to assist. But it's not a standing picture, all right? So if that's the only picture you have, then I would photocopy it and then cut yourselves out and then put it in a nice frame, okay? When you're dressing up your ancestor altar, don't just slap a piece of pictures up there, guys. Dress it up. Put it in a frame. That's respectful. All right, this is To Eddie. And again, we're talking about this honey sweetening jar. You guys love that video. That has like the most views. And 280 says, when you activate the spell with burning the candle and reciting the Bible verse, how often do you repeat the Bible verse? One time. One time. And for the only reason I do it, because I firmly believe in setting it and forgetting it. Okay, you set the spell, you put it out there, you've prayed over it, you've said the Bible verse, there's no need to do it. The only work that you need to keep doing is the kinetic action of firing up by shaking it. All right, and I'm doing it, firing up, shaking it this way, because if I did it like that, y'all would think nasty. If I'm sitting here like, yeah, you shake it. All right. And the next few comments were you guys were when I was talking about the lesson from the ladybug and the spider. That was like a 2-minute video, but it was something that hit me when I was out praying for myself and you guys also at the burning bush. So I'll skip over that. Because there's a lot of comments. A lot of you are saying thank you. I appreciate that. Armanda Wilson, if you need to, if she's saying if I need to reconcile with my ex, would a sugar jar work or do I need something else? If it's a fiery breakup, it can help to soothe those feelings. Definitely. Okay. I think I just went over the purpose of the sweetening jar. It can and will sweeten someone up. But the sweetening jar is not a work to bring back an ex. It's a work to calm the hurt feelings, to facilitate the reconciliation. All right. And here's the last one. I'm getting kind of sleepy here. And plus the video's at 16 minutes already. And another JJ question. Another quick question. I did 2 spells last night. The money spell where I used a bar of soap and washed with the money. But the other spell I need advice. So I did the love spell and it burned for a very long time. But I had to keep watching because I didn't want my cat to knock it over and burn the house down. LOL. Definitely you do not want to leave something where the cat can knock it down. Anyways, I started getting sleepy. Mind you, I lit the candle at 6 p.m., okay, and it burned until 2 in the morning. I blew out the candle because if I fell asleep, my cat would have messed with it. So therefore, do I have to start over since I blew it out? And here's the read more. Let me see what the more was. I didn't want it to get knocked over and I can barely stay awake. No, you're fine. You are, you are fine. You can break up candle spells, and that's another good question. You can break up candle spells. You, it There are some times when you want it to burn continuously, and generally the times when you want things to burn continuously, things like protection. If it is a love situation and you want to like just keep, because as long as it's burning, you're pumping out your energy. All right, but don't burn your house down, folks. So if you're falling asleep, you're using a candle that can tip over, because generally, guys, the glass encased candles are relatively safe, and sometimes most of the time, 99% of the time, because you always want to be safe, but 99% of the time, when a glass encased candle falls over, it either the wick gets doused with wax and the flame goes out, or it'll burn shortly and then it'll go out on its own. So generally they're safe, but again, use safe guidelines with that. So if you're going to sleep and you're worried about it getting knocked over, then by all means put it out, get you some sleep, wake up and relight it, and you'll be fine. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it out right here. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know I'm a little tired now. We got to take care of these bags. And look for the Sermon to the Snake, the book on, I'm not the book, but the video on spiritual protection in actually a few hours, because it's 2:36 now. I appreciate talking to you guys. Any requests, comments, concerns, feel free to send them to me either via my email or text line, or just comment below in the comment section. And y'all see I'm generally pretty good about responding. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. God bless. If you got remember, on Sundays or anytime, I've decided not just on Sundays. And you can tell I'm like a little kid when I get sleepy. I'm always like rubbing or something like a little kid. But I always accept prayer requests, and I always light a candle for you and pray over that for you. All right. And that's for free. I mean, I don't feel like anybody should charge somebody for praying for them. And I know there's some people out here that do that, and I think it's bullshit. All right. Prayer work is always free. All right. So I'm going to turn in, guys. I got my sword here. And we will get into this book tomorrow as it relates to spiritual protection and quelling our inner storms and demons. Y'all have a blessed night or day or whenever. Look forward to hearing from you. I'm not putting my contact information below in this video. You're going to have to start looking at the about section of this page. All right. Y'all have a blessed one. Good night.